Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and I hope you guys are ready. I hope you're sitting down wherever you are. I highly encourage you to not be standing up as you watch this because I'm going to give you exactly the roadmap of where we are heading. For the last couple of days, I've been telling you about what's about to happen and how we're going to dip under $1. Now, let me tell you what the future looks like because we are set to dominate. XRP is set to dominate. It's not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but by the end of this, if you are bullish on XRP, I don't know what is going to be able to help you see the bigger picture, how XRP will dominate. It's going to dominate this particular bull market. So XRP is set to, is expected to see 93 cents levels again, maybe even 80 cents. The RSI touch over sold area, and then move towards 133. So we're going to push to 133. There might be another reversal down towards $1. And then around the 29th of this month, which in Australia we're about 4 days away, we can expect to break the 5-hour triangle and begin the journey towards the all-time high. But the all-time high is just literally the beginning. Like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago when it was $1.90, do not be silly and sell at $2 because what is coming is going to be truly mind-blowing to the people that have not been taking XRP seriously. So let's get right into this one today. So the bullish pin, we're closing in, we're about to begin the journey towards the all-time high. All the consolidation that is happening right now, like I said, we are going to consolidate a little bit more. We're going to shake out a few weak leaves before we truly begin the bull market towards the all-time high and beyond. This is how I plan to see this go through. So we're going to touch down again below $1, and then we're going to begin a sharp journey towards $2. Consolidate again, so maybe 180, 175, drop down to 140, push right through to 220, maybe 215. Consolidate there for maybe 2 days or so, and this is where a lot of people will sell at $2. It's like, oh wow, we've broken $2.20. Oh no, we're not going to break any more than that, and then they're going to sell before boom, we begin the journey towards $3.80 and beyond. And again, even here, it is not enough. It is definitely not enough. There is so much more coming to XRP. So I want to give you an example of just how huge this is going to be. So here we are in the left shoulder. We're going to touch right at the bottom of this left shoulder before we begin a massive head run, and which will get us to finish at around $7.50, maybe even $8. Are you thinking about selling still? Are you still worried about what's going on right now? Can you imagine your portfolio from where it is today, your XRP portfolio? We're sitting at $1.06 at the time of making this. Imagine it 7x from here. Don't be silly. Don't let these last couple of days fool you. What's about to come, it is absolutely astonishing. So 377 is the next stop as far as, when are we breaking the all-time high? And like I said, we are going to touch below $1 one more time before we continue to push forward. I haven't confirmed this yet, but there is news that a Vietnamese billionaire and the CEO, president of Vietjet Airlines, is thinking about giving employees XRP as an annual bonus. I haven't confirmed it yet, but that's just something that has been coming around. Asia is so pro XRP. It is absolutely ridiculous how pro XRP Asia is becoming, and it really is giving a lot of strength. So I want to show you this, which is really good point. So back in 2017, if we look over here, we can see that XRP started to run, then it dropped, and then it began its bull run. Then it consolidated again before it gave its final run all the way to its $3.30. And what I want to show you now is where we are right here. So we touched, we touched well above, 190. We were like somewhere up here. Then we touched, that we've consolidated here. We're probably going to go a little bit further down, and then we're going to begin our massive bull run. So it is really exciting. And in times like this, what you got to do is you got to zoom out. You got to think of the bigger picture. You got to look forward and think what is happening right now. The last couple of days, there's been so much negativity news around the whole industry. The industry is going through a phase of mass adoption. That is where we are. Nothing changed in the last couple of days about the world adopting cryptocurrency on multiple levels, from DeFi finance to blockchains like VeChain, when it comes to tracking, and, all of these things are they're still coming. This last couple of days, there's just been so much negativity out there in the world. We're finished, it's over, pack our bags, we'll see you in 4 years' time. It is absolute garbage what you're hearing out there in the marketplace. TradingView does have XRP at the moment on a the signal that it's basically giving at the moment is just a neutral signal. So it's not saying it's good or bad. It's just sitting there neutral, just waiting, to see how the market turns. Like I said, we are going to go down before we go up. So this is probably a very close look at what's going to happen. So we're going to touch that resistance, that support level, which is a huge, massive, strong support level there. And may I remind you that about 5-6 weeks ago, we were sitting at 40 cents and, talking about, XRP going for a bull run. So we're going to touch that again. We're going to break this resistance. The $1.50 resistance is a very strong resistance at the moment. And once we break out of that, then we'll continue to bounce forward. So this is probably, worst case scenario. We're going to touch 68 cents. 64 cents. So that's probably, right the bottom of the bottom before we begin our run. So expect that as well. So that could be a fantastic opportunity if you're liquid to get back in. Again, not a financial advisor, but that could be a great opportunity to get in at such an incredibly low rate before we push forward to 340, 350 and beyond. So I want to reiterate the future. So where we are right now and where we're going. So we're going through a particular phase of, being, consolidating and going lower. We're going to then push forward, and we're going to push somewhere in the $8 to $9 range, consolidate around $4.50, maybe even touch $5, and then push forward to $30 and beyond. It will dominate. So XRP is going to shock the world. And I asked you a couple of days ago, could we see one day Bitcoin dethroned and XRP going to the top of the charts? I asked you that. I want to know in the comments below what you think. But let me explain to you that by 2023, what I'm predicting and what I'm expecting is a $385 to $500 XRP. Look at the bigger picture. It is so tempting at $3, at $4, at $10, even at $28. It is going to be so tempting to sell your XRP, to sell majority of your XRP. And while I am pro taking profits, there are other things that you can do with money, of course. Like if you've 20x your XRP amount, of course you're bound to want to take some profits. But I wanted you today to understand that there will come a time in the not too distant future, because let me tell you, time goes pretty quick. Time goes really quick. I mean, you may look today and be like, oh gee, I cannot wait till 2023. Why not? That is the question that I have for you today. Why can't you wait 2 more years? Why can't you wait 2 more years to see your portfolio, however much you currently hold on XRP, 400x, 450x? We got to think long term. Like there's a reason how I got given my surname of Serpent, the nickname Serpent. A serpent, seizes the opportunity and goes right for it, and he's patient. It chooses the exact time to attack. And that is what we're doing at the moment with the cryptocurrency market. We're choosing our moment, we're waiting, we're patient, we're calm, collected, we know what we're about to do, and then we strike. And that's a serpent. And I want you to be a crypto serpent. I want you to look back and be like, you know what? I watched that video, I listened to that guy. Thank God I didn't sell all my XRP. I held, 30% of my portfolio, 40% of my portfolio, and now that 30% of my portfolio 400x over the next couple of years, because the time will pass And I don't want you to make a mistake. I don't want you to be another Bitcoin story where the guys bought out $100, sold at $1,000, and thought that they were getting an absolute bargain, only for that to now be $60,000. That's why I'm here. That's why I give you the information that I give you. And that's why today I've come back out on the full attack to make sure that you understand long term what it is that you're holding. Again, not financial advice. You could sell tomorrow and be happy, and I would be happy for you if you've made a profit, by all means. But I want you to succeed beyond your wildest imagination, and that's why I make these type of videos. If you learned something new today, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you all so much. Let's go XRP Army. We're about to melt faces.